I want to share with y'all another thing that I like to do: bacon wrapped burger. Welcome to the channel. I want to show you another of my favorite carnivore foods, and that is the bacon wrapped burger patty. I normally do this on the grill, but since it's wintertime, we're going to do it inside. What I enjoy about this, bacon goes good with everything, from chicken thighs, bacon and eggs, burger patties with bacon, or just eating bacon. Bacon is one of those tasty foods that carnivores really love, and that is one of my staple foods that I have here in the home is bacon, because I eat bacon a lot. It is also, bacon is part of Dr. Berry's BBBE challenge: bacon, butter, beef, and eggs diet. And nothing goes wrong. You can't go nothing wrong with bacon. Bacon is one of those delicious as meat. It's fat. It's full of nutrients, and it helps fuel our bodies. And our bodies need fat. That's how they run off. Our body's fat. No matter what, we don't really run on sugar or carbs. We run off fat. That's why it's important that we have that important hormone called insulin to convert anything that's going to convert to sugar into fat. Regardless, fat is our fuel. That's one reason why when some of us, we have more hormones produced, and that's why we have more fuel on our bodies. But when you're on carnivore, and I've been on carnivore almost 200 days now, you tend to burn that fat off, and then you use the current fat that you put in as your fuel. So let's get started. I'm going to heat up this hot plate, and yes, I like to use cast iron. I don't. Cast iron was one of my staples for the last 4 years, and cast iron I know is safe. It's not full of toxins. I know there's other pans, stainless steel, ceramic coating, but the main thing, I've been on cast iron skillets for a long time, so I want to get the skillet heated up so it get good and hot. Because the first thing I want to do is to get these burgers, because I want to get a nice little sear on them, and then we're going to wrap it around bacon, and then we're going to put them in the oven. So the first thing I want to do is I want to salt these down on each side, because we're gonna wrap them and get a good nice little amount of salt, because salt's good for us. But it depends on the salt. I use Redmond's, and you can get Redmond's pretty much anywhere. A lot of times I get mine at a local organic natural. It's called Natural Grocers, because I can get it, or you can just get it on Amazon. But that's a good salt. There's other salts, our pink Himalayan salt. The one salt you definitely want to get away from and stay away from is table salt. Table salt it's got sugar in it, and you're defeating your purpose. If you are seasoning with table salt, you're basically just putting sugar on your meat, sugar on everything, and you're just defeating the purpose. The purpose of being on a carnivore is having, or a ketovore, or a proper human diet, is to have the proper nutrition ancestral. And our bodies are not made to eat sugar. We're made to eat fatty meat. That's why meat is my primary fuel source. Fatty meat is my medicine, and that's why I feel great today. I am 46 years old, and I'll be 47 in July, and I feel better today at this age and today, standing here in front of you all, than I did in my 20s. And so now as I am continuing my weight loss journey portion of this, this is where when I get to this next step, no, the ovens are preheated there. That's what that beep is. I want to make sure that I maintain this, and I want to let's say, I kind of got a brain fart here. Basically, this is my lifestyle. This is where I am. This is what I'm going to be eating the rest of my life, to the day that God says it's time to leave this world to come home to heaven. No matter what, this is my staple food, and this is why I am sharing this stuff with you, is because I want to be that encourage you to, hey, it's working for him. I'm wondering if it works for me, because I'm not forcing you. It's your choice how you want to live your lifestyle. But I just want to encourage you through my journey that, hey, he's doing really good, and maybe I ought to try this. But I'm just going to give you a disclaimer. I'm not a doctor. I'm not in the uh healthcare. I'm just an ordinary guy. And when I say I'm just an ordinary guy, I live in the most ruralest place country in Missouri. The closest civilization, we got people living, neighbors and stuff. And when I say city, the closest, I'm 30 something miles from Columbia, Missouri, and that's how that's how far that's how far I am from the closest town where I get my food is about a town called Moberly, Missouri, and it's about 10,000 people. We only have 3 stores: Aldi's, Walmart, and a local grocery store called Bratcher's. I don't have I can't go to Costco. I can't go to um there is a Sam's Club, but I'm not a member. But I have to go 2 hours away just to go to Costco. And one of these days, I am going to go to Costco's, because I see many of my carnivore community and my colleagues. They go to Costco. They do a grocery overhaul. And there's a lot of good deals. So one of these days, we're going to have a venture, and I'll do a video on that visit to go to Costco. But now, as his burgers are cooking, get a little sear on there. I want to share a little bit about my bio. If you're new to this channel, welcome to the channel. So my name is Kelly. I am just an ordinary guy, lives in rural Missouri. The hometown I'm from is very small. It consists of tractors consists of tractors when you have a traffic jam at the only four-way stop at the center of town. Um, one of the reasons why I live here, I love this lifestyle. I have 9 acres, and probably I have full reign of a total of 25 acres, full reign. But my property is about 9 acres, and one of these days I want to be a little more self-sufficient, raise my own beef, um, have some chickens, raise my chickens and stuff like that. I want to kind of do a homestead. Out back here, I did have some raised beds. I hadn't decided if I'm going to do a smaller scale of like some vegetables, but I think I might not even do that, because as I'm feeling better, and as there's defense chemicals in that's naturally produced by plants called lectins and oxalates. Sometimes it could damage our body. Now, some of us can handle that, some of us can't. There's a lot of vegetables I will never go back to eat, but there's some that I do miss, like tomatoes and cucumbers and some zucchini. But I don't know. I may continue to stay on this and just plant flowers for the pollinators to be able to enjoy some food, because that's the one thing we need to make sure our pollinators are around, because we are slowly losing them through industrial farming, through spraying, glyphosate, the chemicals, the poisons that they put over the plants the crops, so they can survive. And where glad I'm living around is I don't have crops. I don't have farmers doing crops around my place, because I'm within like 10 miles or 5 miles from them. But still, even if you have a crop duster that spray crops overhead, they still can get it onto your property if they're flying over. And that's the one thing that I want to make sure that I want to stay away from, is that stuff there. So that's one reason why I'm inspire me to do these videos, is to that. So basically, I live in the country, love it, never lived. And as I said earlier, I'm not even in the healthcare world. But what I am enjoying is the encouraging you and the information that I get, and the information is out there. There's many doctors like Dr. Barry, Dr. Kiltz, Dr. Sean Baker, Dr. Anthony Shafee. There's some others out there, and there's a lot of knowledge, but there's also a lot of knowledge about a lot of information about type 2 diabetes, how type 1 diabetes, heart disease, all that's out there. And at being 46 years old today, I am very grateful that that I can be able to do this and encourage and use my journey and my inspiration and and what I know to share with y'all. So let me go get a where is my spatula? There it is. I got to get ready to flip these. Get get a nice little. I like to get a nice little crust, but it depends on how you like your burgers. I was been here in the last couple of weeks. I've been doing the 5 a.m. conversations where Dr. Kilt has every morning, and the one thing I did start changing, and I tried, and I really like it was I like to get my ground beef or my burger patties. I like to have it more on the rare side. It's a little tastier. You're not cooking all that stuff, and um, the one thing is you're getting more nutrients. You're not getting the I'll say as you cook, sometimes the nutrients go, so you're getting more benefits, I believe. But it's whatever your choice is on how to cook your beef. I like mine a little more rare than I used to. I mean, I'm not to the point where I'm not going to eat it raw, but I like to have a little crust on it because it's always good to have that crust. But I also want to have where I can enjoy this, the burgers and stuff, and have that crust like you put it on the grill, that crispiness. But then you have that inside, like just like a steak being rare. So it's very delicious. So as these are cooking, we're getting ready to get them off this skillet, and we're gonna do a bacon wrap. I better keep that plate. So I got enough little crust on there. I'll turn this off. That over there. Let's go ahead and get these wrapped. And it depends on how many pieces. I usually on this I'll do about 2 pieces on there just to get it because you can't go wrong with bacon. So here's one. Two. Also got to make sure I watch my time because I got to get my youngest daughter up for school because she's got to go back to school today because they had a AMI day yesterday. All right, we got the oven preheated at 400 degrees. All right, let's go ahead and put these burgers in the oven. I usually put them on rack about medium ways up. All right, I'm going to set the time for about 20 minutes. And then I'll get back with y'all when they're done. All right, let's get some eggs started. I usually like my eggs now sunny side up. I used to like them over medium or hard, but now ever since I learned how to cook them and more the whites done, I like to cook mine now sunny side up. So I'm gonna put some bacon grease in here. All right, get that. Yeah, hurry on that one. I almost exploded out. This is a trick that I learned on another YouTube video that I'm not going to claim that I didn't do this one, but he showed a demonstration how you can get the perfect sunny side egg. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put just a little bit of water in there to steam it, and we're gonna do this for about a minute and a half, and that should get you an over easy egg. All right, let's check on the eggs. It should be just have a slight white over because the white is done. Oh man, you gotta look at this. Oh yeah, I don't know if the camera will do justice, but that is a pretty good sunny side up egg. It looks like it's over easy or over medium, but it's not. You still see some of the yolk in there, but that's where you know that your white is completely done and your yolk is still running, because I like my yolk running like over easy, but my white I want completely done. So to me, that is the perfect day. Oh, we need to salt these down, put a little salt on them. Boy, I can't wait to try this bacon wrapped burger patty with an egg on top. So I'll be back shortly. They should be almost done. All right. The bacon wrapped burger patties are all done. I got 2 eggs that are they're sunny side up. I usually like to put my eggs on top because I like to have the yolk run down. So on this, I just have a couple eggs here. I put one on top. Let's get this thing a taste test. I'm gonna go right through there. Oh yeah, look at that yolk just kind of run. Let's get a bite here and see how delicious this is. It depends on how you want your bacon. I usually like my bacon sometimes a little crispy. It just depends on how you cook it. But on this, I like to have a little bit more, on the fat, not as crispy. And it gives it that perfect fattiness, your fat to protein ratio, and gives that smoky hickory smoke, applewood, whatever your bacon is, that flavor. Mmm. That's really good. That is really good, especially with that egg on top. Last time I made this, I did it on the grill. I didn't have the egg, but that runny egg where that yolk is running out, and you have that flavor. It's good. I gotta have another bite of this. Mmm. It's pretty good. And you got that bacon flavor from the bacon grease, the bacon. You got that egg with that yolk and your burger. If you're doing the Dr. Berry's BBBBEE, this is could be one of those things that if you're tired of it and you get that, as Carnivore Quest Larry and Cassie says, the wall of doom, because you're on this challenge and you're getting tired. Sometimes just change it up in a way. By doing a bacon wrapped burger patty, do it on the grill, do it in the skillet, whatever is your preference, and change it up. And sometimes by just changing it up, changes that wall of doom just goes away. And this is fairly affordable. Even with the price of eggs are out there at the store. This is a fairly affordable meal that you can even, if you have a family, you can cook this for your entire family. And all it is just, eggs, burger, ground beef, 80-20 ground beef, and bacon. And I enjoy it a lot. And this is some of my favorite foods, especially my favorite go-to foods. And this is some of the what I have daily a lot is beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, and that it helped me to lose over 60 pounds and also helped me have all those non-scale benefits. Like 7 months ago, it was affecting my job, and now I'm here at almost 200 days on Carnivore, and now I feel better. My hip, I know it's permanently damaged. I have something in it, and it could be just still arthritis. And over time, it may disappear, and I have normal functions. But as of right now, I know one of these days I'm going to have it looked at because it's probably from an injury from falling on ice like a long time ago and never knew. And just over time, it just progressively got worse. But eating the wrong stuff, eating foods with a lot of high in oxalate and build up, I know over time probably built up a lot of arthritis, a lot of oxalates into the joints and stuff and caused issues. But no matter what, I believe this is one way that I've changed my life by eating nothing but a carnivore diet. Now, I do eat cheese. I don't eat cheese as much as I used to because sometimes when I eat too much cheese or I decided to, a couple weeks back, I decided to make a carnivore pizza. I made the carnivore crust through the recipe that Chris Cooking Nashville did, and made me a pizza. But unfortunately, I have to learn my limits, and I almost ate the whole pizza, and it affected me. It caused me to have a jump in my weight, which I'm grateful now. I'm back down below now 280 pounds. I got to where I was 10 pounds, like, oh boy. But now after that last week, now I'm below 280, and I'm grateful that all it took is just to tighten up, learn, hey, if I want that, I'm going to have to moderate it. If I can't control it, I can't have it in my diet. But beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, anything with beef, they can't go wrong with that. So I'm hoping that y'all enjoy this. And I'm sure some of y'all probably already tried it. And if you haven't, I would give it. Our scripture that I want to share with you comes to John 8:12. This is Jesus explaining to people that he is the light of the world. Jesus spoke to the people once more and said, I am the light of the world. If you follow me, you won't have to walk in darkness because you have the light that leads to life. I believe that's so true. Those are the words that comes from his mouth. He is my Lord and Savior. He can also be your Lord and Savior. All you have to do is just surrender to him. He is the good shepherd. He is the light of the world. He is the way, the truth, and life, and no one can come through him, through the Father, except through him. And like always, let's be kind, be positive, have a good attitude, encourage and support one another. Y'all have a great day. God bless.